my interest then evolved from Penrhyn House or NWRC offered us a hill skills course, for community members and some of the residents, which both of us took part in. And this involved us, a mountain leader coming in, showing us how to do the basics with a map and compass and plan a day, not necessarily in the mountains, but just out and about in Snowdonia. And as it happens, I love him to bits. Alex, his name is, and I'm forever grateful to Alex for this little nugget of inspiration. Someone finally paid. He was the first person I can remember paying me a compliment since I sobered up or whatever. And he said, "Rob, why don't you become a mountain leader?" He's along those lines. And I just remember going, "What the hell's a mountain leader?" And he kind of said, "Well, I've seen something in you this week." He said you're natural with a map and compass, and you've got something about you with the rest of the gang. I don't have to do anything. He said, because you're kind of doing it for me. And I from that day, I went on the website when I got back, sorted myself out a profile, and I just started getting these quality mountain days in and doing what I could, so I was eligible to take part in the training. And that's kind of.
I love the fact that you've fallen in love with your home in a different way. Yes, I think it's brilliant. And Lianne, we'll say a little bit more about where you want to arrive at that and this notion of sober Snowdonia and everything. We'll come back a little bit more to that, Rob. But Lianne, I'm never convinced that you actually 100% enjoy the mountains or not. Tell me what you really do. Because sometimes we get this, I'm never doing that again and all that kind of stuff. But you keep going back time and time again. What's going on?
I think I've got that passion for the outdoors. I've always had that passion for the outdoors at a very young age.
Oh, okay.
I remember when I was young, and I used to sail. I did sailing club, and I was quite athletic at that time, and I did a lot outdoors. And then as time passed, I didn't. Things changed. But when I get out, and when I'm walking up the hills, I'm always thinking I'm too unfit for this, and but that passion, I just love being outdoors. If it was anything outdoors, I'd give it a try, and it just gives me that peace. I've got that. Everything seems to go quiet, and I get that. I think that's why I enjoy just getting out and yeah, I'm not. Well, that was my first mountain as well.
Okay.
And it never crossed my mind to even walk up a mountain. Why would people want to do it?
And it always staggers me as someone who kind of, myself, inverted commas, sobered up here in North Wales and chose to stay in North Wales because I've been here for 3.5 years, taking as many drugs as I can, and I'd not even noticed the mountains, and someone took me up the mountains. I thought, well, I better stay here and have a look at these things because they're quite interesting. And the idea that it always fascinates me. So we went up a Wulf that day. That was probably, I've stopped counting, but my 350th, 400th time up that mountain with you that day. And I'm always struck that people live locally and they never go. I've got my eldest daughter. I must tell you a story. When she was 15 or so, she said to me, "Dad, I really need you to take me up Snowden." And I said to her, "Why?" And she said, "Well, when I go away to university, I don't want to be one of those embarrassing people that they ask me where I come from. Have you ever been up?" And she goes, "No." So she made me take up just to avoid that conversation, Why do you think people don't do it locally? We'll come back to what you get out of it, but why does that happen? How does that happen?
I never.
Is it that taken for granted kind of? I think it was for me. It was pure ignorance, because from my mum's house in Portmaddock, it's actually facing Ticht and the Moylwins, right in front of house, and it's, my dad even named the house Moel Winion, which is the mountain range that we're in. And it's something I always looked at with in awe of, and could definitely sense the beauty and the power of them. But I was too busy drinking, taking drugs. There was more. There was
which I can say was true for me, even for a very short window of 3 years. Yeah.
It's like, if you put an ounce of cocaine up them or whatever, just a gram, maybe I'd shot up them, but I'm
not going to advocate that. Apart from anything else, most dealers probably couldn't be asked to get to the top, but there we go.
But it's just a bit. I suppose I'm kind of, in a way, I was probably safer not going up them at that stage of my life, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But, so it's slightly different for the two of you then, Lianne, because I hadn't realised that you'd always done it as a child, actually. So you're just finding a different form of being outdoors at the moment then, yeah?
Yeah, because living in Llyn Peninsula, you wouldn't really see much mountains. It'd always be the
sea, yeah.
Sea, you'd see. And, I never noticed the mountains. It never appealed to me at that point. It was, even living here for over 20 years, I've never noticed. I never had any interest going up the mountain.